Hey everybody, it's Patricia and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to start a project pan to last until the end of the year. I don't have a lot of things to pan. As you know, I did a lot of decluttering before I packed to move, and then I've been in limbo for about 6 months, and now we've moved and we're in our new home. But I don't have a lot to pan, but I thought I have a few things I would like to use up or hit pan on, and we'll discuss them. But I don't have a whole lot. But let's get started. I want to show you the palette I picked while I was still in limbo. I picked the Born to Run palette to pan, and my goal was to hit pan just one shade at a time was all I was focusing on. And to be honest, there was a stretch of time in there I never put makeup on. I was just existing is how I feel. Like I didn't feel myself when I was at my in-laws. Not that they made me feel like I didn't belong, but it was just weird. It was just weird. And so I did manage to hit pan on this shade right here. That's the one I focused on first. Now I've shifted my focus to this one, and I want to hit pan in that. And I want to use this palette as much as possible, but my goal now is to hit pan here. And if I hit any other pans, great. If I don't, that's okay. It's been a weird year. So this was its own thing, but I'm just going to group it in now with the project pan. This is just a basic project pan, and I don't think it'll be a rolling project pan because I don't think there's anything in here I will use up by the end of the year. Just being truthful. So next, I have a primer. This is old. In fact, it is expired. I did smell it. It seems okay. I put some on my hand. Everything seems okay. It's just a few months past its expiration date. So I need to use this up. I can't see it. I'm not going to weigh anything. I know a lot of people weigh their items for project pans, and I do have a scale I could do it, but right now I'm not going to weigh it. Now if I end up next month doing my check-in and I've got weights for you, then I've decided to weigh things. But for right this moment, I'm not going to weigh. But it's pretty full. This one's pretty full. I think I got it in like a BoxyCharm or something. Ipsy. And it's been a while since I canceled those, so this needs to be used up. Needs to be used up. So there we go. That's item number 2. Next, I have an old ColourPop Super Shock Shadow. In fact, the words ColourPop is pretty much gone off the front. These suckers just last. They just keep going and going. And a year or so ago, a couple years ago maybe, in a project pan, I had my highlighter in lunch money, and I did hit pan on it, but I still have a lot of that, and the consistency, everything is still really good. I don't know what it is about these the highlighters, but they don't dry out, whereas the eyeshadows dry out terribly. But this is just as creamy as ever. This one, I didn't tell you, it's in Butterfly Beach. It's a darker one. I like it in the summer, but I do have a little bit of pan in there. My goal is to use this up if possible. Get as much of that used as possible. That is my goal. So my goal with the primer, use it up. My goal with this, use it up. Will I get it all used up? I don't know. Those highlighters keep going and going. I'm gonna have to highlight, like, I'm a larger gal. I don't have the bones showing, but I need to highlight, you know, the collarbones and yeah, tops of shoulders, and I just need to use that up. Next, this I've had a while. It's a Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This one is the Sun Kiss bronzer. Yeah, that's all it says, Sun Kiss bronzer. I don't know if that's the color. But you know how these smell so good? This has no scent whatsoever. That's how old this is. I don't think there's a expiration date on it. But yeah, the smell is gone. The smell is gone on this. So my goal is to use it up, which I probably will not, but at least maybe try to hit pan on it. If it gets to the point where I feel like it's just not performing, I will just trash it. Because like I said, the smell is, it doesn't have any scent anymore. I smell nothing. So at least it doesn't smell bad. Let's see, let's take my finger. It feels all right. Yeah. Yeah, don't smell anything. So let's try to use this up. Whatever, by the end of the year, this is leaving. It's not hanging around. Next, I have a powder foundation. This is Too Faced Cocoa Powder Foundation in medium. And there's what it is. You can see, I can see the rings from the pan underneath. There's a pretty good dip in it. My goal is to use it up, at least to hit pan, but my goal is to use this up. Wow, I didn't realize my goal is to use all these things up. So there we go, except for my eyeshadow palette. But yeah, we're gonna try to use this up. So there's that. And then I have two little eyeliners. Now it takes me forever to use a liner. I know some people can just breeze through them. For me, it takes me longer to use my products. I think I have a more delicate hand when I use them. That's why it takes me forever to hit pan on an eyeshadow palette. I mean, it takes a lot. So anyway, I've got two tiny little bits of eyeliners left. This one is a J. Manuel eyeliner, and the color of this one is Hazel, which is actually a dark brown. There we go. I just sharpened this. So I will mark this on a sheet of paper where we're at, and then we will know with that one. And the same with this one. This one is a Sephora liner. And this one is in the color Flirting Game. And it did not sharpen well at all. It is a brown, and it has shimmer to it. I know you probably can't see, but it's a darker brown. But it does have a little shimmer to it. So two different browns. And they are almost the same size. The J. Manuel is a little smaller. But my goal is to use these up. So I will check in with you in a month and see where we are. I will mark on a piece of paper where those pencils are right now. Everything else I will take a photo of, and we will compare photos next month, since I don't think I'm gonna weigh these things. We're just gonna look at them and see. So guys, thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, I'd love it if you would subscribe. Any questions or comments, just leave them down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.